Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Hand of Fate. Let's continue.
Again you face me. Again you are a fool.
So, we're trying to take out the dealer here, the final boss. And I'm not certain we're gonna get it done
Until
in this
now
run.
I have shown compassion. You would be best to test me no further.
The problem we've run into as we adjust our deck here is the actual final fight is way more powerful than anything we've done before, because you're effectively fighting all the bosses you fought before in previous incarnations. And let's see, the recommended setup here is so well, it is actually kind of strange that it's this way. I would think that you could probably look through this and get a better setup, think things through a little bit better, but maybe not. Maybe that really is what I should have. I've also realized that besides like swords and axes and maybe maces, the other things are all these named weapons that are a lot more powerful. There's still a quarter of equipment to unlock, which I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to get all of that if it's not from these token cards that we have. We're still trying to get the Goblin Hunting Party, which would make attempt number 8 or 9 now, and trying to get rid of things that would just always turn into a nightmare. There we go. We'll get rid of Hero's Return. I want to have no cards that would replace other cards. We do have Merchant's Favor that would replace a card, and the Maze of Traps is a terrible card to have. Desert of the Dam and Desert Cult, both probably bad cards to have in the deck. See, and that's what part of this issue too is. It feels like things like the altar could get you a blessing, so why have anything different than that card? Well, actually, I guess for this one I don't think you can get blessings, but in a normal gameplay you would want it. The river seems like a good one to have for early game. We have the White Minotaur and the Underworld Totem, both the final forms of those DLCs, I think. You could have Ratman Hunting in your deck if you just didn't want anything else. We have Help the Locals, which is probably another DLC thing in its final existence. And there's still, it feels like 90, like we're only at 90% for encounters. So it almost feels like maybe there was something else to this, like after I beat the dealer I'll unlock a whole bunch of extra stuff.
The deeper you go, the harder things become.
So I start with Cursed Luck.
Games aren't designed, not in the way you think. They grow as we work on them. They evolve around the players who flow through. The things they love and hate become part of our firmament. So who is the true creator?
So every blessing I just got, those 2 blessings are thrown out because of the curses I have, which is excommunication player cannot receive any more blessings, and The player receives a curse for each new level, and then we have this cursed luck. Now there is Serenade or Serenity. There's this easy level card that if we get really early, it would be nice. It would get rid of all my curses and all my items and everything and reset me to just the default character. But you need to get it really on the first level before you start getting any equipment. That was a nightmare. So I'm running through this maze, sacrificing health for really only greed. If I can find the chest card, there's a chest. That one decided to turn the other way. That was a lot of work. What if I just rolled? 50 of my health is already gone. Come this way, there's nothing. Go this way and get hit again. So, a massive amount of health lost there to pick up 27 gold and a chest worth. 3 gains cards. So, draw 2, keep 1 armory. Do I want Skeleton King's Shield or Fortitude's Breath? Let's see, every third encounter does not consume food. Press B button to shield bash. Interesting. I will take that. Are you
sure that's the right approach?
Rat Cleaver, we'll take that. That's 7 gold.
I'm sure you're grateful for that.
So like already on the first one I am pretty well
It has
set.
been a long time since I have seen the serpent mark.
Huge success. Oh, so this one's different. I released a spirit. I can demand a reward or humbly request a favor. Let's see, if I humbly request a favor, I think I'll get blessed. Let's try this. I should have read the text there, I missed it. I bet it was you who trapped me in the first place. The spirit roars as he waves his hand. You feel weaker. Max health minus 22 for that failure. I should have demanded a reward. Soldiers on leave. We don't have...
We play for a token now.
I have no reason to give them all 3. I need to have 3 helmets. And these devilish traps. They are pretty bad because they don't give you anything. And this one in particular is just a maze of not touching any of the grass or crossing any of the arrow traps or in any other way damaging yourself. And then I have to just roll. to the exit. There's no gold in those. There's no reward at all. So we're not set.
The black deck delivers again.
Whenever a player finishes combat, they lose 1 gold per health. That's not really that bad, actually, because you potentially don't have that many combat encounters anyways.
Death. We use the word so often. You run out of food and you die. You lose your health and you die. Yet, you're still here. We do not speak of the true death, the final oblivion. Only the death of the game, where your piece begins again and moves across the table.
So
This game,
skipping ahead,
like all games, touches on that true death, however. For a life must be lost, and lost for all time.
so let's sell some extra stuff. Food for 30, that is quite a heavy expense. The Kraken Cult. Now this one I successfully snuck closer and then snuck closer, and I think
again a
what
token is at stake.
Want to do is succeed the first time, which is pretty easy, and then fail on the second one. Or I'll just fail on the first one. You attempt at stealth are foiled as you attempt to squeeze between the lizardman and the brazier. Although the lizardman is lost enchanting to the Kraken, you neglect to account for his tail. You trip, sending yourself and the brazier spilling to the ground. Brazier. So that wasn't the right encounter either. Embertown Hero. Ask him his troubles. We'll approach the shop again, trying to purchase things. Our main issue now is our 88 max health. If anything, we need a massive increase there. Scorching Zeal, weapon fire aura. Let's see, 32. Assassin's Greed. Thunderstrike. I really wish I could get Thunderstrike. If I sell some things, could I afford it? No, not really. See, that would be 54, and then that would be 64. And I would need one more thing.
I see you found yet another way to profit through violence. You're starting to bore me.
Try to get as much money as possible. I've noticed, and I haven't mentioned it up to this point, but in certain scenes, in the lower left-hand corner of the screen, there's just this one, like, dot. It's not my mouse pointer, it's just a white dot. That it's not my TV. Let's see. Share spoils or attack. Let's attack. One monster
Our
card.
King of Dust again returns. with his companions by his side.
My life is going down. I need to be careful. It's a long fight. Man, is he tough. So, how much gold does that get me? 5 gold to counteract losing 1 gold for 15 health. I get 5 gains cards for that. Probably would have been easier just to have agreed to deal with them. I'm so low on health. We have a 30 ring. Players' max health is increased 5 for every blessing they have, which is none. And then 50% chance to grant a free artifact per use in combat. Can't afford that either. And healing makes little sense. If I lose, I'm gonna lose. Food makes little sense, so we'll just not buy anything. And I probably am gonna lose, but we still have a few cards with tokens.
Worlds. A thing that cannot be, yet is.
Alright.
Do you believe the wheel turns again and returns us to the world in order to experience afresh all that has happened? I do. Yet I cling still to this semblance of life, and will not go willingly through the door.
He's starting to say slightly new things. Maybe I can get rid of some curses here. Instead of buying weapons. They really don't need to show the... Let's see, blessings won't help. But curses going away would. See, like, this one, the difficulty of picking a successful chance card is increased. And it must be increased simply by mixing those cards faster. Whenever the player finishes in combat, they lose 1 gold for 15 health. Loses 5 gold for every fault and 10 gold for every huge fail. So I don't have enough to get rid of that one, but I can get rid of those 2, and if I could sell something to get to 38. Yeah, I can't. I'm rather set on food, which is nice, but it's not going to help too much. Alright.
An expedition. Press on.
We'll pass that by for now. So we have the goblin hunting party. And see, it does shuffle these cards.
Choose from these options.
And it seems like sometimes it shuffles it really fast, sometimes it shuffles it really slow, and I think there's probably some kind of dice roll, some chance of success that's getting applied there. Taking damage. Gotta get really into the roll away, 2 attacks, and then roll back. So that got me 5 health, 5 gold. Let's move to this one. Goes to see, it's just gonna curse me.
As you plunder the secrets of your memories, you'll gain new cards. Some you'll wish you'd left untouched.
And still haven't figured that one out. The tavern.
Let us stake a token on their foolishness.
So I'm gonna help, and then hope for a... I don't know. We've had success, we've had huge success, we've had failure. Maybe I haven't. Maybe I should just refuse the tavern from now on. I don't know. I may eventually just have to look up what the right thing to do with some of these things are. Whether it's a specific item you need or whatever. It seems like it's gotten a little extra specific. Let's see, I could do 23 if I sell my hat. And then that'll allow me to remove this curse. And I think just every curse getting removed is a good idea. Because they will start stacking up. Moving
Work your
forward
way
to
through the
next
woods
section.
and see what lies beyond. More than anything, I am proud of my array of curses.
Actually, this isn't going to bother me too much as long as I don't lose my gauntlet.
It takes
I
a very
have
special
gauntlets.
person to walk through this door. You need to have lived a life that provides enough meat for our deck. Yet, you also need to have enough will to walk through the door. Enough power left to persist.
So, blood auction again.
I will happily wager on the outcome. I do not think you have what it takes.
If I give him 60 of my health, I'm gonna be so low. But I gotta try and get this thing done. You have 1 success here. And I lose again. Darn it. However, I do have a pretty good amount of health of food, so I can just walk back and forth like that. I'll give him his... Oh no!
I made that a little too powerful. I will have to rebalance that next time.
Well, I screwed that up. I shouldn't have given them the money, because the only way you get paid back is if you get a blessing of the payback, and that is something you can't have because you can't get blessings. Pass it by. Now, because I used all my money stupidly. So loan shouldn't even be in the deck. Let's see. Fail that, then you always get the gas trap. Succeed at that, or fail at it, either way, then you always get the treasure chest. Both of which are cards that aren't unlocked by themselves. So you can't just have a treasure chest in your deck. Four gains cards. 5 gold, 15 gold, 10 gold, and 30 gold. So I wanted to
a voyage
walk on this.
Across the ocean, or merely a trip down the river.
Now I have 78 gold. It makes a lot of sense to go purchase some equipment if I can. We'll remove curses. Cursed luck again? When did I get that?
I'm sure you are grateful for that.
Get a little bit more food. And move on to
Sail
the next
away
section.
and see what you will find.
Weak wrists is not very difficult. You go.
I have made my wager. I'll also make my deal. You have questions, and I will provide answers. After all, that is why you came here, is it not?
Let's see what the mage could offer for 25. Buy items. 33. Plunder's cap. Nothing to buy there. Yeah, the dealer's a lot of talk, but I'm not sure we're gonna get any of that.
This token will unlock more cards if you can defeat this encounter.
So I need a huge success here.
A choice. Select your desire.
Oops.
Cards turn against us all in time.
I lose. That secret society, huge failure. It's just
My
a full
game
death.
is my ultimate defense. Death comes for us all, though not, of course, for me.
So, what's interesting to see there is we didn't get a single token. So we really didn't make any progress. Maybe we got 1 or 2 cards that we hadn't gotten before, but that's it. And I'm kind of afraid that we might be in that situation for a while. It might be worthwhile to play an endless game, and let's just see if maybe we can unlock some things that way without dealing with curses. And I think that's what we'll do in the next recording. That's going to be it for this recording, though. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All of that helps out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.